Hi, I'm Jason. After a long discussion between the staff and ministry leadership team about what the heart should do in the midst of a worldwide discussion and a lot of decisions regarding the coronavirus, we've decided to cancel the gatherings both this week, March 15th, and next week, Sunday, March 22nd. We'll have further conversations at a later time to decide if more cancellations are needed. And I wanted to let you know what to expect over the next coming weeks. Two things I want to cover. One is the why, and then the other is the what. First, I'll start with the why. There are recommendations to not have large group gatherings of over 100 people. The town of Boone canceled all its events, including the St. Patrick's Day parade. I was scheduled to speak at a family camp down in Florida. That's been canceled. App State has extended its spring break. And also, we're a mobile church. We don't own our own building. And so we actually don't have the ability to go into Watauga High School and do an extensive sanitation process. So the building we use for Sunday gatherings is not something that we can enter into Monday through Saturday and clean. We don't have the ability to do that. And let me be clear, for most people in the midst of this conversation, for most people, this isn't a concern. And we're making this decision for the sake of the vulnerable. We're making this decision to pause from large group gatherings, realizing that actually there are people with health concerns. There are people with compromised immune systems. There are elderly among us. There are young among us. And I've mentioned a passage a lot recently from Romans chapter 15, that those who are strong should bear with the weaknesses of others or bear with those who are weak. And so just in the midst of this, even if you're someone who maybe you don't think this is a big deal and you don't think it's going to affect you and you're basically a healthy person, and you're probably right, what we wanted to do was make this decision realizing that we're doing this for the sake of the vulnerable among us. And so that's kind of the why, which really leads to the what. So if we're doing it for the sake of the vulnerable, it's a good reminder that we have an emphasis on seeing people that are kind of on the edges and on the outside. And so as I transition to the what for the heart over the next few weeks, I want to let you know and remind you that really, if you look at this in a deep identity way, we aren't canceling church. We are the church, and we're supposed to be the church. And we're not going to have gatherings on March 15th and March 22nd, but we are still the church, and we're still going to be the church. We're mobile, so let's be mobile. Let's be with among people and be the church, and let's be and do church in a simple way. As we get closer to ending our extended teaching through Deuteronomy, I think we're about 3/4 of the way done. Starting in June, we were going to start this extended teaching that I'm tentatively calling One Another, taking a look at a bunch of the passages in the New Testament in particular that focus on how we are to treat one another. Even though we're not going to study those verses until June, what if we just start that series now, this One Another series? Let's be the church and actively learn, not just through Bible study, but through our very lives, to be the church with one another. I feel like when I go into a grocery store, I see people walking down the aisle just thinking about themselves. And I've seen people dumping a lot of stuff into the cart. And I know that they're thinking about their families, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. But for the most part, what I'm seeing is people thinking about all of the implications of this, how it would affect them. And I think for us to be and do church in a simple way, and to remember that church is not a building, it's people, that we have the ability now to think about one another. And so here are a few things that we want to ask of you to consider over the next few weeks. As we don't cancel church, we just cancel our Sunday gatherings at Watauga High School. The first one is to remember to stay engaged in your spiritual formation groups or among your spiritual friendships. Reach out to the people that you know that may be in need. There are some people who they've gone through some health issues over the past months and years, and they feel scared and they're in their homes and they don't want to leave. Reach out to them. Be their friend. Go to their homes if they allow you to, if they're open to that, or just give them a phone call and remind them that we're family and that you are there for them. Maybe go to your friends in your neighborhood. If you don't have friends in your neighborhood, if you don't have friends in the place where you live, reach out and get to know the people where you live. Be the church where you live. So the first thing is to just be the church where you are. So be in your spiritual formation groups. Stay with your friends. Realize that church isn't canceled. You are the church. And also, if you're not in a spiritual formation group and you really desperately want some more spiritual community, please let us know. Reach out to us and let us know if you'd like to be connected in that way. The second is to let us know if you have some sort of need. We have a relational care team and a prayer team. You can contact us at theheart.us and let us know if you have a need. Let us know if you want us to be with you, pray with you, if there's something on your mind, something that you're worried about. You can also, if you've downloaded the app, you can click on the button that says Connect and scroll down and look for a way to connect with the relational care team. You can download the app if you haven't done that yet. I think we have quite a number of people, a good percentage of the people in our church family that have the app. But if you don't have the app yet, you can text the Heart app, and that's the Heart with no spaces. So just the Heart, all kind of as one word, and then a space, and then the word app. So the Heart app to 77977. And I can't remember, as I'm saying that, I don't know if it's the Heart app, all one word. But you can go to theheart.us and look at this. It's the Heart app. Wait, I'm going to look now. So on theheart.us, I looked at the app. Yeah, it is the Heart as one word and then space and then app. The Heart space app. Text that to 77977. So spiritual formation groups or connecting with friends or your neighborhoods and the people that you are in community with. Reach out to those that may be in need. Let us know about your needs through letting us know through the app or contact us on theheart.us. And the third is we're going to record teachings. We're going to record some music and we're going to send it out to you. So if you get our email or if you get notifications on our app, we're going to send you teaching. So this coming Sunday, as we continue through our extended teaching on Deuteronomy, there's going to be a teaching that we're going to send out on Deuteronomy. We're going to send out music, and maybe you can be in your living room with your family or maybe some friends, some neighbors, and just sit and watch and talk. So even though we're not going to gather in a large group setting, we're still a church and we can still be together in our living rooms. So those are the three main ways: spiritual formation groups or just friend spiritual groups, letting us know about your needs, and also just staying connected with notifications that we send you about with teachings, with music. And I also wanted to remind you that even though we won't be having our gatherings on Sundays, we still have financial realities, and so maybe you're used to only giving if you kind of go to church, but those financial realities still exist for us, so we'd ask that you would continue to support this ministry by giving online at theheart.us/give, or you can give on the app, or if you're used to giving more of a paper gift, you can mail in a gift to the address is 191 Howard Street, Boone, North Carolina, 28607. My sisters and my brothers, please reach out to one another. Do not isolate yourself. Our mission as a church family, our goal, what we move towards, what we actively make every decision through the filter of, is reconciling people to God and each other through Christ's love, simple. So in the midst of confusion and fear, we will love simple.